Hello everyone! We continue speculating what would happen if this and that happened. And on the turn of the question of several subscribers to this channel, from the first part of the cartoon, we know that Scar died not from the paws of Simba, although he had a hand in it, or rather feet, from a herd of hyenas, who quite by accident heard how he blames them. Naturally, they did not like it, and they destroyed him. However, in the second part of the cartoon, we see that the leader of the Splinters, Zira, is motivated by her desire to destroy Simba as quickly as possible. Zira believes that Simba sent her son, Sharam, to the other world. But we know who really killed him. How would events have turned out if Zira had known this information? Before we start, give this video a like, and those who happen to find my channel, subscribe to it because you don't want to miss interesting theories. So here we go. What if Zira knew the truth about Scar's death? Some of you probably think that Zira wouldn't have gotten revenge. On Simba, everyone would have lived happily ever after. Instead, she would have caught all the hyenas and dealt with them if it was real. But I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going against the crowd. First question. Do Zira's motives revolve only around revenge for the Scar? Zira wants to rule. Understandably, that's not exactly realistic for a lioness. However, she did have Kovu. Given how she treated the children and how they feared her, one might conclude that Kovu would have ruled. Pride, but did so in a formal way and, as they say, ran everything on her own. Don't get me wrong. I don't rule out the version that Zira also wanted revenge for Scar's murder, but as far as we know, she loved him. But here comes the dilemma. Who did she love more, power or Scar? What did she want more, revenge or to be a ruler? If one knows Zira's real motives, one can understand how she would have dealt with the hyenas had she learned the truth. I don't rule out the possibility that Zira wanted both revenge and rule equally. If so, she would have dealt with the hyenas, after which she would have killed Simba and all his kin, who could then avenge him. Or do it in reverse order, it doesn't matter so much. However, considering the whole crowd of hyenas, Zira must work hard to avenge Scar's death. All the more reason to consider that the brats were constantly malnourished, which meant they had less strength than, say, the same lionesses from Simba's pride. However, Zira and her company were much angrier precisely because of this lack of food. However, I have one more option, which nullifies all other versions. Had the Splitters found out that the hyenas killed Scar, would they have retaliated? Well, Zira makes sense, but the Splitters don't. I doubt they loved Scarum as much as Zira did. As far as I'm concerned, they went to war on the Simba in Part 2, simply because they were hungry and wanted an everyday. Yes, they took Sharam's side or agreed with his methods sometime in the past. But that was in the past. Now they needed to survive, and maybe they realized their mistakes. So once Kiara and Kuwu intervened and said, "Let's live amicably," everyone made peace. Only Zira couldn't calm down. So if Zira and the Ochapinians found out that Scar had died from the paws of the hyenas, it was unlikely that revenge would come to fruition. Unless Zira would have fished out the hyenas one by one and just killed them. I'm sure you can think of many events or plots that could have happened if Zira had learned the truth about Scar's death. Also, if you're interested, you can check out my other videos on the channel. Have a good day, everyone, and see you soon.